everyone and Happy New Year. So as much as I don't believe in New Year's resolutions and New Year, New Me bull crap, really, honestly it is, just because it's a new year and it's a new day, you shouldn't just, oh, I'll wait till the new year and change everything and I'll become that new person, I'll join that gym, I will, I don't know, ask that guy on a date, whatever, what have you. I just think it's so silly because it is literally a new day, a new year. You should always be trying to be the best version of yourself every day. It doesn't matter whether it's July or December 31st. You should always be working towards the person you want to be. And I just have so many thoughts and feelings on it. It's just, there's so many things that are so silly, like New Year's resolution. It's silly to me. But seeing as it is a new year, and I've always wanted to make a video about this, as much as I love doing makeup tutorials and maybe even hair tutorials, I don't know, we'll see. I'm not really into hair as much as I am into makeup, but these videos are so important because even if you're great at makeup and your makeup looks flawless, you still need to have confidence and you still need to have self-love and you need to learn what that is all about. I'm going to talk shortly about my journey and how I've got to be the woman that I am today. So for me, it was when I turned 25. I'm 28 now. It was when I turned 25, I really woke up one day and just said, you know, enough is enough. I wasn't really self-conscious, but like I was definitely self-conscious about things. I was really shy. High school I was painfully shy, and grade school, and I always kind of went into the corner and let other people decide for me in life. And it was when I was 25 I said, you know what, this is getting silly, it's my life, I need to take control of my life. And during that period I was going through, like, I wasn't sure, I was in school and I didn't really want to do it, but I stuck with it because that's what I do. I stick with things and I see it through, even if it's not for me. But during that time I started reading self-help books and I started really focusing on what I wanted in life. And while that was happening, I really started becoming the true me. I am an introvert, so everything is always in the inside for me and not necessarily out on the outside. You won't see it on the outside. I always say that I think more than what I say. So while I was reading those books and just learning that life is so short, I need to force myself to get out of my comfort zone and become the person that I am. That the person that's always been in here, I want to have her on the outside. I remember I heard on the radio, Beyonce said when she turned 25, she like blossomed and became her. I feel like 25 is like the age. But even if you're not 25, you're younger, say you're 15 or you're 12, you still can work on your confidence. Yes, it does come with age. Every year I just get more and more confident in myself. I know what I want in life. I feel like I'm in such a good place now that I can finally make this video, because I wanted to make this video for a few years now, but now that I'm here and I'm so sure and okay, yeah, not everything's gonna go the way I see it in my head, and I know that, and it's hard to deal with, but I get it and I know. But I think when you're really for sure what you want, you're going to start going after what you want, but it's also going to help with confidence. So I have some tips for you. I have 5 tips and I'm just going to go with them. So number 5 is realizing that social media is wrong. You're not wrong. And what I mean by that is stop looking in the magazines and all that. It's all negative to me. I really have put a bubble around myself and I really think to myself, is this real? Because we know it's not, because we know everybody airbrushes. It's becoming more popular not to airbrush, but it's still, you see it so much. Even if one model does it in one picture, they're probably going to airbrush in another. So that being said, don't compare yourself to what you see on a magazine. I have gotten to the point that I literally will look at a magazine, I'm like, please. Some models, like I said, they will do no airbrushing and then you see them in another magazine or picture. their stretch marks are gone and they look thinner. I love that, like, a lot of plus size models are saying, no, like, I want to show what I look like and this is the true me. But at the same time, they still are in the media and they are going to be airbrushed whether they like it or not. But what I'm trying to say is realize, maybe not buy those magazines. I really have stopped buying those magazines. I don't watch gossip shows. I don't keep up with their Kardashians. It's just garbage to me. I'm sorry, but it is. The Real Housewives, all of them, these women are putting each other down and fighting, flipping tables. It's just so silly to me, because that's one thing. We need to build ourselves up and build other women up, and not make people feel bad for who they are. And just sometimes it's just like I shake my head because I feel like I can't even watch any television because there's nothing really that great. A lot of it is, it's serious, it's scary, or it's just so fake. And when you start realizing when you start judging social media and not yourself, I'm telling you, that was huge for me. That's when I was just like, oh, like a new person, right? I just realized that, like, there's nothing wrong with me. We are made the way we are. Whether you're skinny, whether you're curvy, what have you, you were born that way. So tip number 4 is you only live once, which is kind of scary when you think about it, but it makes sense, right? Unless you believe in reincarnation like I do. You only live once, and that made me really think too. When I always think about it, I'm like, Lauren, you only have one shot. Life goes by so fast, and it just, I think I want to have a minimum regrets as I possibly can. I mean, I get life is unpredictable and crazy sometimes, but what I mean is I don't want to look back when I'm 100 or 90, whatever, 80 years old and say, wow, I really regret how much I put myself down, how I didn't have confidence in myself, right? So that's what I started thinking about. I'm like, I don't want to look back, especially like people in like their 40s and 50s, when you really become, I feel like that's kind of really when you become yourself and you're really, really sure in yourself. Because I do have a lot of older friends, and I can just tell by how they are, right? So that's kind of something really, it makes sense. Like, I don't want to look back and think, why did I think that way? I shouldn't have thought that way. I should have always built myself up. So saying that, that's, yeah, I always remind myself of that every day, and just stop looking in the mirror and saying, I don't like this, I wish I can change this. When I do something like that, I say stop. Don't say that. If there's something you can change, and work on changing it. If there really isn't anything you can do about it, then just let it go. Like, when we think about it, why do we have, sorry, there's like something flying in the air there. Why do we have things that we see as flaws? And I just always think, like, why are we all like this? It's like, it's society, right? And it's just like, I get speechless sometimes, because it's just, I sit and I ponder, and I try and say, avoid the crowd and think independently and just be you. Yeah, I just try and not really care what people think. So tip number, I was going to say 4 again. So tip number 3 is give people compliments. Honestly, that is like, that not only does it build you up, I just scratched myself. Not only does it build you up, but it's obviously going to build the person up that you're giving a compliment to. I do that a lot. Like, I'll say, oh, I love your hair, I love your sweater, I love whatever, like, your makeup's nice. Women love that. And even guys, like, I don't even know if, I think guys compliment each other, but women love being we love having compliments, and it just makes you feel so much better. You just start sitting up and you just like, wow, like someone noticed that about me, right? So give people compliments. Yeah, like it helps not only you, but but it helps them. Also, when you give people compliments, it's showing that you have the confidence to talk and go up to them, right? I've gone up to people and I'm like, girl, where'd you get that scarf, right? Like, maybe I don't say girl, but I will. And people are like, whoa, but yeah, and it's helping other people. When you don't just help yourself, when you help other people, like, the world's gonna be such a better place and just so much more positive, right? So yeah, give people compliments. So tip number 2 is embrace your flaws. Like, it's so obvious, right? So it's easier said than done. But that was big for me. You know, like my stretch marks. Yeah, stretch marks. Like, I used to like, oh man, I don't like them, but so many women have them, whether you lose weight or you gain weight. A lot of women have them, or have it when you have a baby. But it's our body changing, weight and growing and everything like that, and yet we just hate on it so much. I find, like, when I stop paying attention, then it almost, maybe it doesn't go away completely, the flaw, but it's almost doesn't become a flaw anymore when you just let it go. You know, when I have a bad hair day or whatever, like a bad something day, like you feel bloated, no one really notices it more than you do, right? So when you think about that and you think, no one notices this, maybe I should just let it go, right? Yeah, I just always just say to myself, Lauren, who cares? Yeah, that sucks, your hair looks bad, or I ate too much pizza last night, I feel so bloated, whatever. No one knows but you. So keep that in mind. That is a bit good one to keep in mind, because once you start thinking, oh well, that's kind of what I do. I just can think, oh well, whatever, and tomorrow's a new day, and let it go. And then it becomes so much easier. And my number 1 tip, I'm excited to share it with you, is everyone is self-conscious. Everybody on this planet is self-conscious. I don't care who you are, whether you're Kim Kardashian or you're Donald Trump. Kim Kardashian I've seen it on TV, she gets butt, like, injections or whatever. So or celebrities get Botox. When you think about it, why are they getting that? Because they're self-conscious about something. Donald Trump, although I'm not even going to get into politics, I'm not doing that on this channel. We all know there's a lot that he says and putting people down and whatever. He's still self-conscious. He might think that he's the biggest, best person in the world, but there's something that he doesn't like. So when you think about that and you start thinking, you know, it's not just me that has something wrong. It's not just me that goes through those bad days and good days and, you know, horrible days, awesome days. We all have things. We all look in the mirror, whether it's maybe you want your teeth whiter or your nose is bigger than you like. And like I said again, no one really notices but you. So that was really something that just hit me one day. That kind of came to myself, like when I was reading self-help books and just on my journey to my happy place that I am now. That one was the biggest, was realizing that nobody's perfect and I don't want to be perfect. I don't want to have the perfect body. There's no such thing. There's literally no such thing. Everybody has something that they're attracted to. So how can we say that there's a perfect body, right? Think about it. There is no such thing. So when I sit there and again I do ponder a lot. It really helps me feel better about myself. And yeah, I'm on a journey still. There's things I want to work on, but I just feel so right and so good about myself right now. And not a lot of people say that. You know, like, not a lot of people say when they're having a good days or they feel really good, they won't express that. They only express when they're having a bad day. So I challenge you next time to maybe express to someone that you're having a good day, or, oh wow, I look really good in this dress. Does anyone say that? No. But challenge yourself to do that, because people are gonna look at you like, what, is she crazy? Because we're so used to telling ourselves what's wrong. So I really hope these tips have helped you. I definitely want to do more tips because I do have a lot more tips. I also want to do a video on law of attraction because I'm not an expert in law of attraction, but it has worked for me. I realize that when I think about it, how much law of attraction has helped, and how many things I pictured in my head and then it's here, right? Like it's crazy. Stay tuned and subscribe to see when that video comes out. To end this video, I just want to say, you are good enough. You are awesome enough. You are what it takes, what you need in life. Don't ever wish to be somebody else. Please don't do that. Just wish to be you, but better, right? But realistic better. Whether, like I said, the gym, whether you need to read more or exercise more, whatever it is, you know what it is in your head, just make a plan. Not a goal, make a plan and stick to it. I plan things and I get it done. I don't sit there and wish anymore. I just do it. And like Shia LaBeouf says, just do it. And I get it done. And that also is going to help with your confidence. So never stop letting days go by and wishing you could change yourself. Just be you and just embrace it. I'm telling you, that is going to make the biggest difference, and you're going to start loving yourself. You really are. So thank you so much for watching my video, and have an awesome day. Have an awesome everything. Bye guys.